Creators and Friends, New Orleans 2024. Let's get into it. Welcome back to House of KBJ. I am Kelsee Brianna J. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, because today I have to tell you about my experience at the Creators and Friends retreat, because that is exactly what it is. 2024. It was in New Orleans. I'm doing this video in collaboration with the Fancy Face, aka Tina, or Tina aka the Fancy Face, because I feel like everybody knows her as the Fancy Face. But if you know her, then you know her name is Tina, and she is my girl. She is a dear friend of mine. She was on the trip with me, and we wanted to recap our experience because these trips are so special because they are curated by influencers for influencers, and I think that that is so special because for forever, as long as the influencing space has been around, all trips have been created by brands, and it doesn't necessarily give everybody an opportunity to be able to go on a trip and enjoy each other and be in the company of one another and just basically fellowship. And what Cymbre and Samantha March have done is create that space, and I want to give the biggest kudos to them because this idea is ingenious, and this is the second annual trip and I have been able to go on both. So I want to give my heartfelt thanks to them for inviting me, because this is a really fun time and I think that we are on the brink of something special. And for me to be able to go on both of the trips that have happened thus far, I just feel like it's really magical and I really enjoy the experience. So I'm going to talk to you all about everything that went down in New Orleans, because if you've never been to New Orleans, honey, New Orleans is an experience in and of itself. And I will say, of all the times I have been to New Orleans in my life, I believe I enjoyed the city. Like, aside from any of the trips, I enjoyed the city the most this time because the weather was just perfect. Any other time I've been to New Orleans, it's been in the summertime. And if you all are not from the South, then you don't really understand the level of humidity that the South can get to in the summertime, especially when you go to the deep South. And New Orleans and Alabama and Mississippi down at the bottom, baby, it is down in the Delta. So it gets very toasty down there, and April is the perfect month because I feel like we still have a breeze. Certain days were even actually a little chilly, so I really enjoyed the weather. It was raining the first day when we got there, which that did mess up my hair. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, my hair was sleek like how it is now. I'm like, okay, I'm good. We're only here from Tuesday until Friday. My hair is gonna hold. It rained the first day, and every day after that I was like, please cooperate. And my hair just would not cooperate, but that's all right. It did not deter me from having a good time, because a time was had indeed. And it was a lot of women on this trip this go round. Of course, I said this trip was curated by Cymbre and Samantha March. They are the inventors of Creators and Friends, but there were a lot of familiar faces that were at the Creators and Friends 2023 retreat there, but also there were some new faces. So I really had a good time meeting everybody as per usual. Everybody would expect for there to be drama because it's 40 women, but no, it was all peaceful, all love, all sharing in the love of what we do, which is content creation. That, and I would say the love of makeup. I know my girl Shelly Saves the Day is not so much into makeup, but she loves the internet and she loves content creation, so much so that she has surrounded her career about it. So she does deep dives into social media and how to sustain, how to grow, how to edit, like everything you need to know about anything about the internet. Check out my girl Shelly Saves the Day. But touching down in the city, day one, we're at the airport. Everybody's arriving. I'm excited because this is the initial link up. So the day that we have all prepped for, we've all been so excited for, is finally here, and we are all arriving at the New Orleans airport. So everybody's coming in at different times. I come in at about 5 o'clock just because I am a serial overpacker. I don't want to carry around all my stuff everywhere, and we couldn't get into the house until about noonish. So I'm like, okay, let me be on the safe side so I don't have to worry about where I'm going to put luggage and just, you know, come in a little bit later. So I booked my flight for 5 p.m. So as soon as I get to the airport, the trip starts out on the best foot because I had such an amazing experience at the airport. So I forgot that I booked a certain type of ticket where basically I was gonna have to load on the plane like last, and I'm like, wait, I don't like loading on the plane last. Let me see if I can upgrade and go first. And so I go up to the associate and I'm like, hi, is there any way that I can upgrade my, you know, boarding time? And he was like, unfortunately, the priority boarding or whatever is sold out for this flight. So yeah, I'm like, oh, it's okay. But you know, I still remain in good spirits because it's all good. We're all gonna get there at the same time. I just might have to sit all the way in the back. Rosa Parks was like, girl, not the back, but it's all good. We're gonna all get there. But something happened, okay? And that's how I knew that I was supposed to be on the trip, because when I tell y'all I was not packed, I just threw stuff in the bag. Like, I was completely unprepared, even though I've been knowing about this trip for a long time. So it was totally on me to not be prepared. But I just have had so much going on personally. I'm like, child, let me just make sure I have all the essentials in here. I'm gonna pack and I'm gonna get there because I'm going regardless. My stuff might not be meticulously packed, but that's all right. We're gonna get there. So I kind of was like chaotic going, and so when I got there, I'm like, let me see if I can just board earlier, because I know, you know, the earlier you board, the earlier you can get off, and you know, I don't have to keep everybody waiting, because at the airport I was going to meet some of my creative friends and we were gonna Uber to the house together. So I asked him and he's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. But then 5 minutes later he comes over to me and he's like, actually, you just go ahead and you skip the line, and I'm also going to give you a special pass that you can put in your seat where nobody can sit next to you. And I was like, are you serious? Oh my God. So I was just taken aback at how sweet that was, and that really set the tone for the trip. And he didn't even know he was my guardian angel, because I was having a rough time getting there. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not prepared. Like last time when we went to Charleston, I was prepared. I had my outfits planned out months in advance. So I already knew what I was gonna go and look like. The I's were dotted, the T's were crossed. But this trip I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready. But you know, I'm going, so I'm just gonna make it work. But him doing that really set the tone for the trip. So I just want to say thank you so much to you. And I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he was supposed to do that or not, but he did it. It warmed my heart, seriously, because he did not have to do that. So because of that, I was able to board the plane early, and I was the first on the plane, so I got to sit wherever I wanted to sit. I sat in a beautiful seat. It was so spacious. I got to put my bag where I wanted to. I got to relax. I got to unwind before everybody got on the plane. And I ain't gonna hold you, as people were boarding the plane, they were mad because they can't sit next to me, because my friend made it to where nobody can sit next to me. So they were like, can I sit there? I'm like, no, you can't. I'm so sorry, you can't. You gotta find somewhere else to sit, because my friend said, you know what, since you are so nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you and make sure that you get to New Orleans comfortably. So I appreciate that. So that was amazing. And so when we got to the airport, you know, in New Orleans, I landed, and the first thing I saw right out the gate, y'all, I had no problem getting my bag out. I was able to get off the plane early. I had so much time. I saw some beignets, Cafe Du Monde, so you already know I made a beeline. I got in the line. I got some beignets. I got some frozen cafe au lait, and I enjoyed that as I was walking towards getting my luggage. Because y'all, I'm literally just getting straight off the plane. So I got some beignets. That was really good. I was like, okay, we in New Orleans, baby, so we better shake it. Like right off the flight, we eating good. Because if y'all don't know nothing about New Orleans, the food, the music, the culture, it is everything. So if you've never had good food in your life, I would say, I mean, some people think they've had good food, but if you have not been to New Orleans or somewhere New Orleans adjacent, I would say New Orleans and Chicago have the best food in the country. And I might throw Houston in there, but honestly, it's New Orleans and Chicago 1 and 2 for me. Y'all ain't ate yet. So anyways, eat my beignets. I go meet up with my girls at the airport. We're Ubering to the house. I was greeted by 3 beautiful ladies. So Rainier, who I got to meet on this trip. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Shelly, my girl, she is so gorgeous. I love Shelly. Like, she is going to be the most hilarious one. Shelly is my girl. And Steph. And our Uber driver was super nice. He drove us to our house, which the house was so spacious. All of us were able to fit under one roof. They bumped me with Tina, so Tina was my roomie. So we made it to the house, and look what's on our bed. So cute. Hi, Kelsey. So cute. And this is our room. I flat ironed my hair, but you know, if you've ever been to Louisiana, then you know it's hot and it's humid. Let me try to fix myself and get myself together. Be back. So as y'all see, walking in, we see all of these goodies from Sigma. They have it decked out. New brushes, new makeup. They have bags with our names on it. They have cookies. Like, it is beautiful. That is the way that I want to be greeted everywhere that I go. Cymbre and Sam, and as well as a few other people, help them decorate and organize everything. All of the thoughtfulness that went into it really touched me, because I know how much it takes to plan something. Y'all, I couldn't even plan my own suitcase, let alone plan for 40 people to be there and customize everything. So I really do appreciate that, because I know that that took a lot of careful consideration and just meticulousness, and Sam and Cymbre got it. Day one, we were just coming in, getting to know everybody. Y'all, I'm walking in the house. I'm not gonna hold you. I was a little bit tired. I was a little jet lagged because I stayed up late trying to get everything together. But I was greeted by Angela Bright, which shout out to her. I've never met her before, but she was like, hey girl, come do your makeup out here with me. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Because I'm like, in my head, I'm ready to turn up, but my body is like, baby, turn down. So I go and I take a shower, because I, you know, gotta get the shower. Gotta get that airplane ick off of you. So I go take a shower, and then I just go sit on the bed. Next thing you know, 30 minutes goes by. Angela walks past me and she's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah. Y'all, I do this thing where after I take a shower sometimes, or just like after a long day, I just kind of just sit and stare. Not at the phone, not at anything in particular, but just even the wall. And I just think. And my mama thinks that is the weirdest thing. She's like, Kelsey, are you okay? Like, at one point she wanted to take me to the doctor to see if I was having seizures, because I just sit and stare. I'm like, girl, I'm just thinking. Like, I am a deep thinker, so sometimes I just can stare at a wall, and I know it looks strange, but I am thinking. So that's what I was doing. And she was like, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm just thinking. So finally I got my act together. I went downstairs, I got dressed, and I said hello to everyone. And y'all, that initial hello, like, that just really just gives you energy, because you're meeting everybody. A lot of people I'm meeting for the first time. There's so many beautiful faces. Cymbre and Sam have it decked out with food that's catered, so you don't really have to go anywhere. The fridge is stocked with all kind of drinks. There's alcoholic, non-alcoholic, there's water. And Cymbre made sure we had Coke. Oh my God, because last time me and Tina, we had to go get some Coca-Cola. Me and Tina are addicted to Coca-Cola, and I would even throw Heather Austin and Karen Harris in there as, you know, people who are addicted to Coca-Cola, because it's like, we need a little Coca-Cola. So she made sure that we had special Coca-Cola, and we did not ask her for that. So that was so sweet. It's just the thoughtfulness that just tugs at my little heartstrings. But that was really cute. And later on, we went back upstairs and we put on these sweatshirts. Sigma, because Sigma was one of the main sponsors of the trip. Thank you so much, Sigma. So they gave us these sweatshirts, and we came back downstairs because we did a sister gift exchange. Oh my God, what the fuck? Who is it? It's a little necklace that says Izzy, my dog's name, with
There's more.
And a big ass candle. It smells so good.
That's all I'm asking. Oh, okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Who the fuck? What? It says. It says, if you'd rather be watching the 1996 Jim Henson musical swashbuckler comedy film My treasure island starting to which that was cool because we got to know each other's names. We went around and introduced ourselves, and then we had to guess who gave us our gifts because it was a secret sister gift exchange. Like, that's really important to know. So I did not guess my person right. My secret sister that gave me a gift was Betty Jean, aka Batty Bean. And she gave me some earrings, which I had out. What did I do with those earrings? Y'all, the floor ate them. They were gold hoops, and she also gave me a candle from Anthropology, which I have. I'm still unprepared, but she gave me a candle. The candle smells beautiful, but I did break the candle, which is sad. But I'm gonna cut up the wax and burn it. I have a wax burner, so thank you so much for that. And my secret sister who I gifted was Patty Alonzo, and she is so sweet. She also was my sweet mate. So we had roommates. Well, a lot of us had roommates. Some of us had our own rooms, but most of us had roommates. So Tina was my direct roommate, so we're in the same room together. And then we have suite mates who is 4 of us sharing one bathroom. So our suite mates were Angela Bright and Patty Alonzo. And Patty also was my secret sister. So we got to know each other. So that was day one. Really, really fun. Getting to know each other. It was a lot of laughs. I filmed a little bit that day, but really I was just in the moment trying to take in everybody's name because I didn't know everybody's name. And it's kind of difficult, especially in an environment where you're learning it really, really fast. But I tend to catch on. So I know everybody's name by day one, day 2 at the latest. Next morning we had a brunch, and the brunch was delicious. There was a whole spread of food, but my star was the shrimp and grits, baby. I will drive down to New Orleans right now to get some beignets and shrimp and grits, like, period. We made it to brunch. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you get a
Yeah. So that brunch was delicious. We also had the founder of Surat, Helene, come with her social media specialist, Ivani, and they were amazing to meet. I actually brought it up to Helene. I'm like, do you remember being on Behind the Beauty? I know it was, you know, in the panini. She's like, oh my God, yes. I'm so glad you brought that up because I was staring at you and I was like, I don't know where I know you from. And I'm like, it's from Behind the Beauty. So she did remember, and they told us about the products that they gifted us. She also shared a lot about Surat, so it was really nice to meet her in person. Y'all, she is so pretty. I told her she reminds me of Blair from The Facts of Life. I'm like, do you get that a lot? And she was like, not really, but you know, I see it. I was like, I know. So she was like, maybe it's the hair. I'm like, no, it's the overall. It's the overall. And I love The Facts of Life growing up. So
Surat. All of our products are made in Japan, so we really focus on innovation and product quality. But the overall, message is that you can achieve pro-level results with our products yourself. You don't have to be a professional makeup artist, though I know you guys are all amazing with makeup, but we're giving you the tools to do it on your own. So in the box is kind of like a little collection of some of our favorite things, definitely my favorite things, and hopefully, anyone can execute the look of their choice on their own. And then I had a couple questions earlier about where our products are sold. So we've been around 10 years now. People love our products, but we've still managed to keep the brand like really tight. So I always say, like, anywhere that you really love to shop beauty that feels luxurious, like our brand is super luxurious, but very inclusive. So Blue Mercury, Saks, Neiman Marcus, Space NK, Miranda, Beautylish, like we're in a lot of great stores. There's beautiful quality products, as we keep building out our assortment. So I hope you enjoy everything, and just yell out your questions to you first about the Beyond Beige palette. So the palettes are kind of the core of our brand. I was saying earlier, when we developed Surat, it was really important that we bring you into the process. So how often do you buy a palette and there are 4 shades of eyeshadow and you use that one shade and you don't really care about the other 3 shades? So our palette system, there are 2 sizes.
We also went that day to Bourbon Street a little bit later on after brunch, after we did our meet and greet kick it. It was me, Tina, and Shelly. We're meeting with the other people. We're mingling with everybody. We rode out to Bourbon Street. We're walking. The sun is shining. The wind is blowing. It's such a good day. We are heading out. Shelly, say hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey. We are discovering, Tina's unboxing her sunglasses. Bitch. Let's see what you got.
Wait a minute.
What you got?
I'm doing too much.
No, you're not. You're not doing
too
enough.
much.
I'm doing.
Or are they just enough?
They're just
I
enough.
can't get them out.
Tina.
That's not something a
No,
girl
this
wants
is-
to hear.
oh.
Actually, I think those are the same pair that I got.
Ooh.
Too much. Way too
Ooh.
much.
I kind of like it because the little gold
I
accents
do.
match
Those
the
are
earring.
cute.
I think.
We love.
All right, this works.
Yes, we are heading out.
Let's go.
And about in New Orleans. It's not appealing. Get low, hey.
Girl out of Jamaica, bye.
You can't do
To the window.
Okay. Hey, Shelly.
Hey.
Hey. Woo, let's get the move.
Tina.
Hi. Ooh, look at my skin.
Come on,
girl.
The skin is skinny. And we run into a few of our friends. So we see like a group of people and we're like, okay, well, since we're all together, we have to eat beignets. That's the commonality of New Orleans. When you're down there, it's like beignet. No matter what. You can be doing anything. You can be going to court. Beignet. You can be going to the dentist. Beignet. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's always a good time for beignets. We decided before we went, we were going to go to a jewelry shop. Say hey, Jen.
Huge ass, Tina. That's me.
That's not me.
Why am I glowing so? See why I don't wear highlighter? Look at that.
Ooh, you say you don't even need the product.
I don't. Like, look at this skin.
Good. You didn't put on no lotion.
Nothing.
Still.
That's just
We didn't have
natural
time.
essence of Tina.
Oh, put that in a bottle. Sell that at your Sephora. It's corn on the fence. Only in New Orleans. Oh, this is it. How this works?
How this whole thing works.
Let me see. Show the people. The owner was so fun. She had such a bright spirit. She was so cool, and I really was moved to buy a piece of jewelry. And I love the ring, but I don't see myself wearing that ring a lot. It's just, you know, an artifact from the trip. And I don't know if artifact is the right word, but that's the word I'm gonna use right now. So I was happy to have that. That is a souvenir. That's the word. Souvenir. And Linda picked out jewelry. Tina picked out jewelry. Shelly was there for the vibes. Jen, I think she was there for the vibes, but we were all looking around the store. She had really cool pieces. We did the jewelry store. We got in line for beignets, and y'all, that line down there is forever long in the French Quarter.
Oh no.
Better cry. That's a good plan. There you go, girl.
I am the dollar outer.
It won't even focus. There we go. Oh, wow. That's a beignet, all right.
It's got some girth.
That beignet has got it.
It's got some girth. You gotta see this. Oh Lord. Make it happen.
You know what? I don't do well under peer pressure like that.
Make it happen. Wait. We gotta see Shelly make a bite.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My turn. Ready?
Go ahead. Okay.
All right, my turn.
Your black PM. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, it's all over me. Oh my God.
It's so good. It's so good.
You're gonna airdrop those videos.
I just got hard sugar all over all of it.
It's all over. I'm in black, so it's all
everywhere. But of course they're playing live music, so it's fun. I'm so enjoying it. And then after that we sat in the park. Y'all, I really felt like I was on an episode of Friends. I've never seen Friends, but I assume that's something they would do. Go eat beignets and go sit in the park. So we did that and we were bonding. It was so lovely. We took pictures. That was a fun time. It was cute. And then we had to rush back to the house because if you're dealing with me and Tina, you might be a little late. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We are back from Bourbon. And now I'm rushing because the party bus is going to be here. So I'm just going to do a quick because I had to go take a little bath, but I don't have time to like fully redo my makeup. Y'all know how that is. I just have enough time to do a quick 1-2. So me and Tina, we were like, all right, we gotta hurry up. So we went back to the house. That was the night where we were gonna get on the party bus, and it was our formal dinner. So I wanted to really look my best, but honey, I really didn't have my best to look type of time. So I did the best that I could in the time span. So I put on my formal wear. Y'all, I had on a really pretty velvet gown. My mama bought me that gown. She was like, Kelsey, this will be cute for your trip to New Orleans. I'm like, it would. So I wore that gown. I had my little heels. My hair wasn't really cooperating the way that I wanted it to, but you know, I made it do what it do. We are loading the bus. Beautiful. Show your gown. I love it. Ooh. Y'all on the party bus. The party bus was a vibe because y'all, I took over as the DJ and the MC. I'm like, okay. So my girls from Sigma, they were there and they had like a little playlist that they were playing, and I'm like, that's cute. It was like mellow and everybody was sitting on the bus and talking and kind of like vibing, and I'm like, it's a party bus. We got a party. Like, there's gotta be a party in the party bus or else we're just on the bus. So I'm like, play this song. And they're like, okay. So they play the songs and I'm like, do you have a microphone? And he was like, yeah, I got a microphone. So he hooking up the microphone for me and I'm like, oh, 1, 2. Y'all, I know how to party. Like, on the internet, I think that I can be a little profesh. But you know, in real life, if you want to have a good time, invite me to your party. Like, I know how to party. Me and my family, we know how to party. Tina, she was swinging from the, no, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. She was swinging from the pole. We having a good time. But we arrived at Arnold's and it was so classy. So like, we went from, you know, little ratch to classy like that. Just like that. So we get off the bus and we're like, hello. No, I'm kidding. We weren't. But, you know, like you go to a classy restaurant and all of this formal wear. We're like, we're here. Hello. So it was funny. So we go in. The restaurant is so classic New Orleans. It has this old world vibe. And it just reminds me of somewhere to dine that was very classy back in the day. But it stood the test of time and it still has the history of those memories in the walls. So it just seems like somewhere that a president would go and eat, and the food was really good. So we had the option between fish and steak. I chose steak. The founder of Sigma was there and she looked just regal. I loved her suit. She was glowing. She shared the new launches. She shared the backstory of Sigma, and I really appreciate that story because it's really cool to know about brands and where they started and how they have gotten to where they are now. So I appreciated that, and meeting her, that was really fun. After that, we went back to the house and we played a game. It was like a survivor game where we were given Monopoly money And there were an array of prizes that you can bid on. And you know, it started out kind of tame, and then next thing you know, we were forming alliances, people giving people extra money to bid on prizes, and it was really fun. I ended up winning a $100 Cleona Cosmetics gift card, which I cannot wait to use because I am obsessed with Cleona, who is one of the sponsors of the trip.
It's the amount of Monopoly money that comes in a package divided by 35. So, and it's in different bills, so some people may just have like.
Let me see y'all sunglasses. Okay. Amanda?
I'm gonna start the bidding at $5.
They gave us goodies, but I'm like, I need to fill out my palette. Uh-oh, let me not break it. I'm like, I want to fill out this palette, so let me like gun for this gift card, because there were obvious prizes that they told you what they were, and then there were prizes that were surprises in boxes. Like a lot of people bid on boxes that had like water bottles. You know, empty things, paper, but then also in some of the boxes, some of the prizes were gift cards or, you know, special makeup or extras from some of the sponsors, so you don't know what you're getting a lot of the times. But I knew going into it that it would be a Cleona gift card, so I wanted that one. So I bid and I won. Erica.Tesla, she gave me an extra little some from her stack, and I was able to win, so I was like, thank you so much. So I won my gift card. I'm excited. I'm gonna be purchasing some eyeshadows, and then after the game is my favorite part. Every night I love a nightcap. Like that is my favorite part. I love like when some people go to sleep and it's just a really edited group of people and we are able to really just dish and talk and get to know each other and just get to know like personal intimate details. Like that is my favorite part of every night, just the personal one-on-one conversations and just like being able to bear it all and chat. So I don't have, you know, any clips of that because there were personal conversations being had, but just know those nightcaps, I think that's where the true bonds are made. The next morning we had an optional brunch, so this is day 3 ish, like officially day 2 because day 1's a travel day, but like the 3rd day we've been down there now. So we wake up and Kiki, who is the founder of Salt New York, invited us to come down and hear about her brand. I'm like, of course I'm gonna come down there and listen to your brand, because Kiki, she is so fun. She's such a light. I'm so excited that I got a chance to meet her. And she talks about her brand. I'm so excited to try everything. She gifted us some products. I've not gotten a chance to use them, but I'm excited to.
Makeup is emotional. Concealer is arguably the most emotional. I dealt with severe cystic acne when I turned 30 that like absolutely destroyed my mental health and made me not want to leave my house. And I was an adult already. Like I was fully formed. Prefrontal cortex, it was like cooked already, you know? So the fact that it affected me so much and so many teenagers and stuff deal with it, like it's a very sensitive thing. If you're getting a concealer, it's because you're trying to cover something that you're upset about. And the problem is the expectations are really high, it's very emotionally charged, and then on top of that, inherently concealer is the most visible complexion product. A tinted moisturizer is really easy to kind of like appease people with because it can just be like hydrating and then a little bit of pigment. Pigment is an ingredient that's inherently visible. That's its whole job, is to be thick enough and opaque enough that it covers something. But it's also not made out of human skin, I promise. No human skin.
And they had catering from a Mexican restaurant. And y'all, they had this beautiful spread of food. And from the Mexican restaurant, they had macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, how do you have macaroni and cheese at the Mexican restaurant? But judge not. I ate some and I went back for seconds because the macaroni and cheese was the bomb. Like, oh my God, all the food in New Orleans, like New Orleans food cannot miss. No matter where you go, it's like, it's gonna be delicious. So, so that was really good. I don't even know who catered that, but it was delicious. So So I didn't get too full because I knew that we were going to go to Oceana. It was me and Shelly and Tina. We went back down to the French Quarter. We went to Oceana, which is a renowned restaurant in New Orleans. Like, if you've not been there, that is one of the staples. A lot of people love Oceana. It is one of those restaurants that's just a go-to when you are traveling to New Orleans. And so I had, I want to say, red fish and rice, and I was gonna get the most popular iteration of that, which would have been the red fish, the potatoes, and I want to say like some sort of greens, like collard greens maybe. And Tina was like, no girl, get the rice, get the rice. I'm like, okay, you gonna eat some? She was like, yeah. She ain't eat none. I could have got the other one, but I was like, Tina, she ate some of the crawfish off the top. I'm like, Tina, I could have gotten anything. We also ordered blackened alligator, which were good, alligator bites. And if you've not had alligator, it's like a cross between fish and chicken. Like, you have to taste it.
Every time. Yep. So I gotta do it. Literally. No, for real. I was in Miami for the very first time. Yeah.
So we didn't have a whole lot of time, but I definitely wanted to go to the fragrance place. So we got a chance to go.
You're like, nah, get out of here.
Not for me. There's so much culture in New Orleans. So much. This is Bourbon French Parfums since 1843. It has been there since before all of us. And I got a cute little amount of stuff. They have custom blends that you can do. Like, if you book ahead of time, you can do a custom blend. And they said they do a complete assessment of your body chemistry as well as your personality. And they create your secret custom blend formula. Oh, I really wanted to do that. When I go back, I'm gonna have to do that. I just bought some of the pre-made ones, which was really exciting too. I have not opened this up since I've been down there because I wanted to save it for the video. Oh, it smells good. I want to do a video on this separately. This is my little decanter. It's got the little stick and you can dab it on there. It's so cute. It's a peacock. I don't know how to say this. Electoria? That don't sound right. I got a full size of that, and that one is very fresh. Very fresh. Not a full size, but like a quarter size, and you just use like the smallest dot of it. It's really potent. And then they had like this little sample kit, and I bought this, and it has 6. But this box just smells good. That was a fun time. I just love the history behind it. I think it's really cool. Showtime.
Okay.
With the couscous, ½ ounce.
Get loose with the couscous.
Get loose with the couscous.
So after that, we went back to the house for such a fun activity. We had a nail polish mixing class hosted by Cleona. It was so fun. That was like one of the highlights of the trip. And honestly, I think I will remember that for forever.
Catch me outside.
Hey.
So for those of you who don't know, we are the co-founders of Cleona Cosmetics. I'm Lee.
And I'm Maggie.
And we're sisters.
Mine says Quench.
Quench. Let me see Quench.
Quench.
Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my... Oh no, we're good, we're good.
And then
Tangy. And then we got a star.
Ooh.
What's all going on over here?
Ooh, me too.
Oh.
We got tangy and quench. I think we got the
We
Yeah.
do. Toast.
Not the toast.
I like toast.
Fruits on deck.
We have the nail polish base, right?
They gave us so much swag, and then they let us mix our own nail polish. Like, I did not understand how nail polish was created until this class, and I think that that was such a fun hands-on activity. That was beautiful. We got to express our creativity. We mixed one shade that was custom. So pretty.
1 and 2.
Oh yeah, look at the side.
To the brand, and after that we were able to create our own shades, and it looked like blood for the base, and then after that I mixed some glitter in there, so it's like my own blood. I'm obsessed. And then I put like a sprinkle of purple glitter in there. Loves it. Look at my pretty nail polishes. Oh my God, my voice is cracking. This is the one that they pre-made for us, and the other 3 are custom blends. So I named the blue one Smooches. This one is Madame Kelsee and Voodoo. I love Voodoo the most. Love it. Such a fun experience. And we had our final farewell dinner, which was very bittersweet. I'm gonna miss them. To top things off, it was Kaki's birthday, and so it was just joyous.
That's why.
Unearthly Cosmetics are for this dinner, and they are a returning sponsor, which is
Yes.
so all of you may have remembered that when you came on the trip to Charleston, we had the brunch. Amanda has actually the purse that was gifted at the brunch.
Yeah.
It is cute. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaki. Happy birthday to you. I met so many people. I don't want to name everybody in case I miss some people, but so many people were there that I love. I can't name everybody because I will miss some people, and there's so many people there that I just adore, and I'm so happy to see them, even if it's just once a year. But it's not. We're going to do another trip. I know everybody's not going to be able to come to that trip, but a lot of people will. We're going to be in Palm Springs, which I'm excited about, so stay tuned for that. But the trip ended as a group on such a high note, and then the very next day we had to say our goodbyes, which goodbye, like real goodbyes, like bye, we're going to the airport, bye. And me and Tina both had super late flights because we just be chilling. That's it, that's all, just chilling. So we got to have an extra day doing fun stuff. So we went to brunch, we went to Brennan's, which I had never been to Brennan's. I've been to Owen Brennan's in Memphis, which is, you know, a spinoff of Brennan's, and I'm not sure why they spun off like that. I think it was something about a rivalry back in the day. You know, I think these people are no longer with us, but back in the day there was some sort of rivalry, and then it was Brennan's and Owen Brennan's. Don't quote me, I gotta look that up. That was delicious. The omelet, y'all, I don't know how they got those eggs to be that silky, but I want to go and learn that method because those eggs will make me eat eggs every day. Do better. We have the crawfish omelets, delectable. A little bit of bacon and cheese grits and a little bit of duck confit with the sunny side up egg. And what is this, Martina?
This is the shrimp creole.
Yummy! We are about to dive in. We are. And what kind of juice is this?
This is the sunrise medley.
Delicious. We are so. Taste test? Uh-huh. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're about to dive in. Like, that omelet was an omelet. Overall, the experience was fun. And then they had turtles there.
Hey, girl.
And then we got to spend extra time just walking around. So we walked around the French Quarter a little bit, and we got to go back on Bourbon Street up there a little bit. And then we went to Sephora, because let's be for real. Let's be for real. Who are we if not beauty influencers who have to go to Sephora on the first day of the Sephora sale? Like, we had to. I'm an influencer. Of course I have to go to Sephora. Of course the first day of the sale is while we're on the Creators and Friends trip. So we went in, we walked around, and we were like, okay, yes, no, maybe so, swatching, playing, sharing our thoughts on everything, which we're gonna do a video about that very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. That was really nice to just share in our love for makeup and test out all the new stuff together, because the New Orleans Sephora had all the stuff. Y'all, my Sephora be making me wait weeks and weeks. I have to order most things, so I'm still waiting on my order, so we'll be talking about that soon. But that was a fun experience. And then to end off the food tour of New Orleans, y'all. We had to go get beignets again. We're gonna try Cafe Beignet. Let's see what Cafe Beignet is about. Not one hand. I think I prefer.
I do. I think so.
Cafe Du Monde. I think I like it better. And then Tina was like, okay, let's just relax because we don't have that much time before it's time to go to the airport. So let's go get a foot, you know, a little foot massage. And I'm like, girl, I don't be liking people rubbing on my feet. But she was like, you don't like it, I'm gonna buy yours. I'm like, no. Then I was like, all right. So we go in there and the girl is like rubbing my foot for dear life. I'm like, oh my God, calm down. So Tina got the 20 minutes. I got the 10 minutes because I'm like, that's all I can do. Like after somebody like keeps rubbing on me after a certain time, I'm like, all right, I'm done. So it was cool and I appreciate her doing that. Now Tina got me up here getting a foot massage. Tina.
Yeah. Better get it.
Oh my God, you better get it.
You better get it.
With my foggy glasses, because I'm hot. But then, y'all, after it was done, after we were done paying, the man was rude. He was immediately like, okay, you're done, get out. First, he was trying to overcharge us. He was like, okay, it's going to be this price. Because at first, when we came in, he said one price. Then at the end, he said another price. And Tina was like, no, you said this. So he's like, no. And Tina was like, no, okay. So anyways, afterwards, he was like, okay, well, okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm like, Dad, because I went to the restroom. I came out the restroom. He was like, okay, let's go. Water, get your water. Get this, get out. Who are you talking to? So anyways, I'm like, let me get my stuff. Let's go. So we got our stuff, or so I thought. I thought we had everything. He locked the door. Everybody was gone. It was him and another lady, and they were gone. Y'all, Tina left her wallet in there. Like her wallet in her pouch with everything. The car keys were in there. Everything was in there. And we're all packed up because Tina's going to take me to the airport. And she's going to drop off the rental car at the airport and do all the things. And so we're done at this part of town. And you know, we're not cutting it close. We still have plenty of time to make it to our flights on time. But we don't have that much time if he didn't come back. So everything was locked in there. And he left and he had an attitude. So I was like, oh my God. We're not gonna be able to go home. I'm gonna miss my flight. I guess I live here now. Guess we gotta go get some more beignets. Y'all, I was like, oh my God. But I don't panic that hard. I'm like, okay. Deep breaths. It's okay. If we gotta spend the night, it's fine. We have the resources to be able to just go get a hotel. It's not ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So Tina's like, what should I do? I'm like, call the police, baby. So she calls the police. Y'all, the police like, what's up? What can I help you with? Like, they're so nonchalant. Tina's like, I mean, I'm trying to get my stuff. The man left. Like, he was very hasty with me. So I was like, did he take it? Like, we were a little bit kind of bewildered, you know? Maybe that's not the right adjective, but that's just kind of was like flabbergasted. Like, I don't know what to do. We have our keys, so we can't leave. My luggage and everything is in the car, so it's like there's no leaving. It's a rental car. Tina's ID is in there. Like, we have to have the stuff. So anyway, she's on the phone with them. They're like trying to figure out what's going on. In the meantime, I go next door and I'm asking the gentleman, like, do you have the contact information for the gentleman that owns the other store? And he's like, But he points, and another man who was across the street, I guess they own multiple businesses like in the same little block. He pointed to him, and so he came over. He was like, you want a massage? And I was like, yeah. I just said yeah, just to see if he'll just come on over there. So he came over there and he unlocked the door. And I was like, actually, I already had a massage. I just need to get my bag. Because I don't know if he was going to say, nah, you ain't coming in here. I don't know what he was going to say. I don't know. I wasn't going to risk it, y'all. So I did tell a little white lie. But we were able to get the bag, and I was like, shoo. And then, y'all, while the police were like, okay, so he opened the door. Okay, bye. And hung up on Tina. I'm like, New Orleans, what is up, baby? Because not Nashville. Nashville would have had a whole squad out there in the news. Like, everybody would have been out there because Nashville be so ready. Middle Tennessee be so ready to send out a squad for something. But anyways, not New Orleans. They said you better figure it out. You better keep it on you. Thankfully, that was a great ending to our girls' day and our overall Creators and Friends trip. And again, I had a fantastic time. It was so many memories that were created. I had such a great time meeting everyone, and all of the games and all of the fellowship and all of the sisterhood and just the sharing of everything was amazing. And again, shout out to Cymbri and Samantha. Also shout out to Tina. We're collaborating, and she is just my sister from another mister. It's like I've been knowing her for such a long time on the internet, and it's insane to me that we only just met in person last year, but I feel like I've been knowing her my whole life. So I will link Tina's video down in the description box, so make sure you go watch hers. And I will have a few more creators and friends vlogs links down below as I see them pop up, because I think it's fun to see everybody's different perspective of everything that was going on. Yes, it was the same trip, but y'all know everybody experiences everything in different ways. So definitely support other creators on this platform, and I will check you all in my next one. Smooches. Bye.